Divine greetings and gratitude, tribe. Welcome home. We're going to be doing an ancestral reading. I don't know what the cards are. As you can see, I'm shuffling your oracle cards here, and I already have some tarot cards laid out here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nuna. I am the seer, the writer, the poet, the witch, the keeper and the founder of the Saiyonan archives, as well as the Saiyonan Etherium. I'm here to help you transcend beyond pain and suffering, manifest and expand your consciousness. I do so by merging the arts of poetry and magic. The Etherium is a space where I handcraft spiritual tools and essentials to help you on your path of remembrance. These tools are blissed, they are prayed over, and they are also meant, again, to help you on your path of remembrance. I do not do my work in a way that is popular. However, what I do is effective. I give you poetry, I give you writing, I give you reflections, and I also give you wisdom in the best ways that I know how. Thank you for journeying with me. Thank you for becoming a part of the Saiyonan Circle by subscribing to this YouTube channel. And also thank you very much for becoming a part of our private Saiyonan Circle by becoming a private member. I do readings behind the scenes as well. I will make sure to leave you links down below in the description box, and I'll also make sure to link any tools you may need to use on your journey that may pertain to the reading. Okay. I don't know exactly what these cards are going to be about or what the reading is going to be about, but again, I'm going to allow myself to divine information to channel, to receive insight that can help you along your journey. Think of this as ancestral messages to help you, to give you, by giving you wisdom and whatnot that you may need. Whatever is not for you, make sure that you reserve it as a gift for someone else that can be used and applied in their own life. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today, and let's go ahead and dive into the reading. Today, I'll be focusing on starting with actually Oracle. So let's go ahead and pull these cards over or turn these cards around to see what we can pick up on. Let me move this microphone real quick. So the first card that you have showing up for you right now is take care of your needs. Okay, take care of your needs. The second card that you have here is enjoy growth and reap rewards. The third card here, also your number is 4. Third card here is Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. And the fourth card here is Lord, take charge with authority. Immediately what I'm picking up on from this is that they're calling you into a space of reflection, and they're calling you into a space of rest. They're letting me know that there's something about your journey that you've been doing. You've been exerting, you've been giving, you've been providing. And at the same time, I feel like they're saying that you're in a space where you're constantly exerting energy and they want you to pull back a little bit. They're wanting you to take time to rest, but because rest does not mean lack of progress, rest means replenishment is what they're saying. Rest means replenishment. I feel like also they're asking you to take a break because they want you to see the garden that you've built, or they want you to see the garden that you started from seed. And they're asking you to take time to rest so that you can see what you've done. They want you to take a look at your work. They want you to take a look at your accomplishment. They want you to take a look at everything you've done by far. And they're saying that if you are not there yet, that there will come a time where everything that you give, whether it be a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, they're saying not to allow your mind to trick you, the ego to trick you into believing that these small little things amount to nothing. In fact, they are making a bigger impact than you can imagine. It will make a bigger impact than you can imagine, but they're asking for you to allow yourself to pull back to see what you've done. Also, with this Lord here, take charge with authority, they're encouraging you to step more into your leadership skills. When you pull back a little bit and you observe everything that you've done, you start to gain a lot more confidence. This is giving me energy where you become a lot more confident the more that you pull back, the more that you listen, the more that you see what you're doing. This here is speaking to you in a way that highlights your either lack of confidence or your humility. And they're saying that you are someone that is very humble. You don't like praise. You don't like praise out loud. If anything, you like to receive things in private. But what they're saying is that as you progress and as you take charge and as you lead, they're saying to get ready to receive a lot more public recognition. And they're asking for you not to be afraid of receiving said public recognition because this is your place in the world. This is how you're meant to show up in the world in your community. They're also asking for you to take time to see the things that you've done. There is a strong emphasis on you taking the time to go back and look at every aspect of your life that you can remember and put the pieces together. And if you can't, they are here to help you form this constellation. All you have to do is look up in the night sky and you will see a constellation. They're saying that they speak to you via constellations or they speak to you via the stars. That's how they reach out to you. You may want to obtain a telescope or you may want to set your intention for a telescope because there's something that they want you to look at in the sky. And I'm getting a vision of a shooting star. So I don't know if I just heard the word Orion. I heard Orion. And then I'm also hearing the word starseed. So they're calling you back into a space in the stars. They're asking for you to look up. They're asking for you to look at the truth. They're asking for you to look at astrology. They're asking for you to do things in a way that is a bit unorthodox. I'm getting a vision of the moon right now, and it's a full moon. So I don't know if you connect more strongly with the full moon or if this is you, or if this is time for you to honor pregnancy. This is definitely pregnancy. This is pregnancy. I'm seeing a woman who's pregnant and she's sitting down in her garden and she's observing these tomatoes. And it's so funny because it's bringing me to energy where you plant a seed when you're pregnant and somehow that seed you plant when you're pregnant, you take a moment and you're like 8 months, 9 months pregnant, you're getting ready to give birth and you see the magnitude of the beauty of this garden. And that in itself is you birthing something. You're getting ready to birth something. There's something that they're calling you to do. There's womb healing here is what I'm hearing. There's womb healing here. They want you to focus on womb healing. If you are a man, then they're asking for you to I just heard the word solar plexus. They're asking for you to take a look at your gut to see what is going on. They're also telling you to have a lot more confidence. Your ancestors are calling you to a space where they want you to increase your confidence. They're saying to increase the confidence by doing more things that are actionable. I don't even know if actionable is a word, but the word is actionable. There's something about the word verb. They're saying verbs. Verbs are actions. They're saying that you speak or you connect through spoken word, through poetry, through writing, through speaking, something dealing with words. And with this comes the idea of a verb. They're asking for you to look up the definition of a verb and apply that to whatever it is that you're doing. So they're saying to take action on something. This Lord here, take charge with authority. This is one of those things where you are coming and you mean business and they're asking for you to take more authority. There's something, I just heard the word feminine line. So this could be a feminine line of ancestors who have a strong sense of authority. And it's so funny because I feel like I'm truly speaking to a man here. You may not be a man. You may be someone who's here embodying the masculine. You could embody the masculine and feminine form, or you could be here to embody the feminine and masculine form. But for some of you, what I'm hearing is that there's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance of feminine energy and masculine energy. They're calling you into a state of masculinity where after you've rest, right? Because when you rest, you're being pulled into your feminine. When you're taking charge, you're leading, right? And that's a masculine energy. It doesn't mean that you're just a man or you're just a woman or whatever it may be. It's simply an energy, and they're calling you into the energy of leadership. That's exactly what this is. But they're asking for you to reflect. And it's interesting because throughout this state of reflection, they're going to show you things that happened in the past that they did or didn't do that prohibited them from being able to take charge, or that prohibited them from being able to exert themselves. Okay. So they're saying that they're going to give you more information that can help you in your along your journey or in your path. Although you may not want to apply everything, you don't have to, because some of the information that they'll give you fits their timeline, right? Before they cross over. But at the same time, though, there's something that they did that you can apply to your life, right? It's where you return to the old ways and you implement them in a new age way. And that's the energy that I'm picking up from this. Okay, you have Archangel Root, receptivity, female essence. That's so interesting. That is so interesting. Because we were just talking about feminine energy here. And then you also have butterbeans. Oh, I love me some butterbeans. Counting, time cycles. This is something that is highly, highly, highly abundant. It is magnitudinous. It's something that comes in plenty, because whenever you're planting beans, think about when you take the beans out of the pod. More than one bean is in the pod. And that one bean, when you plant it, can become a whole stem, a whole vine of beans. Look at how much information is in one of these beans. That is how much fertility, that is how fertile, that is the abundance, the magnitude of abundance that you have and that they're wanting you to tap into. You pull yourself into your feminine energy by resting and reflecting. And then after you've reflected, after you hear the call, you then plunge into masculinity where you're able to lead, where you're able to express, where you're able to exude. There's solar plexus energy here as well. I just heard the base roots. This is bringing me to something that's deep, deep, deep underneath. This is wisdom being pulled deep beneath the earth, and you pull this wisdom out of the earth and you allow yourself to apply that. There's something about the application of divine wisdom deep and within the earth. Okay, deep within the earth. This is bringing me to snake energy. This is bringing me to the anaconda, or this is bringing me to some type of serpent energy that is so deeply rooted in watery essence, cosmic waters, and things of that nature, but also of the earth, right? You may have a strong connection to Quetzalcoatl. You may have a strong connection to Kukulkan. You may have a strong connection to the Earth Mother, right? All of the energies here that are being presented to you or that are revealing themselves to you are asking you to tap deeper into this current of wisdom that you can obtain, that you can dive into as a leader. And they're asking for you to trust in this process. When you go through reflections or when you are pulled back into the state of reflection, if you hear any noise in the background, that's my 4-year-old. When you are pulled into this space of reflection, you'll receive visions of the past and you'll receive visions of the future. And in the present is when you can make the change, but they're asking for you to pull yourself into that. Also, there's something monumental that is coming in your life now. And I just heard the words within the next 6 months. It's so interesting because it's always a 6-month marker with me. I don't know what it is, but they're saying 6 months. And I just heard it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years, but in 6 months, this is it's going to start bursting. It's going to start bursting. I just heard the word late bloomer. So this is okay. This is bringing me to reproductive organs. They're saying that you may be a late bloomer. Like if you were someone whose reproductive organs were not, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound creepy. Okay, just take this as us being adults, okay? This is a space for adults. This is a space where we can be honest. And this is a space where we understand that we are coming from a high vibrational place. And I have to say that, unfortunately, because this is YouTube. Okay. I want you to think about or consider that sometimes, like, depending on, your genetics or whatnot, sometimes your body is expressed later, like it's shown later, right? Or this could be someone who received their menstrual cycle later in life, right? You know how some kids, how they receive it, like when they're younger. For some, it's not until they're older. Sometimes it's not until they're 12 to they're 13. Who knows, right? It could be genetics. It could be, I don't know, environmental factors. I mean, anything could be the reason why. This is bringing me to someone that's a late bloomer. But once you start blooming, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Where did this come from? Right? Where did this come from? What? And then there's a need to protect. Okay, yeah, see, we got to really be on our game. We got to protect. We got to make sure that we educate you. And this also is an element of education. Oh, look at that. Exactly. You also have here sugar maple, information, and knowledge. I feel like when you pull yourself into this space of reflection or when you pull yourself into a space of meditation, you'll start to receive a lot more information and knowledge about what you need to help you in your life. This is one of those things where they're asking you to feel encouraged, to be encouraged and empowered to share wisdom that the world has not seen yet. Okay? That's what they're asking of you. And I do have to pull one more card here because your number is okay. Your number is 4. It's interesting because you have okra here, that showed face. Okra. Okay. I had to fix that because the lighting was different. Okra. Okra is about fortitude. Exactly. And confidence. We were just talking about confidence. Exactly. So your ancestors are asking for you to have conviction, courage, and confidence. Confidence, courage, conviction. The 3 C's. There are 3 C's. And I know exactly what this is. This is going to be the 3 C's oil for you. I'm going to make sure that I link it down in the description box below. And I'm also going to link it down in the comment section. The 3 C's is courage, confidence, and conviction. And the reason why is because when you have courage, you're bold. You speak what is on your heart. You speak loudly. You speak without fear. Okay? That is you being courageous. You having confidence is not only believing yourself, but it's also being empowered to stand strong in your essence. Conviction is when you are serious. You're not here to play games. You're not here to be not taken seriously. Your conviction is what makes people take you seriously. Have courage to take up the room. Have the courage, the confidence, and conviction to take up space in a room. Okay. You light up every room you step into. You take up space in every room you walk into. Why? Because there really is no such thing as space. It's all just energy flowing, right? And they're saying for you, the word is calendula. They want you to work with calendula. It could be calendula, it could be sunflowers, and it could also be safflower. This sounds a lot like an oil that is a custom made oil. Actually, if this is an oil that you want to work on, let me know down in the comment section. I got you. I do have an Etherium where I do handcraft essentials to help you along your path of remembrance. This is you remembering how to have courage, confidence, and conviction. That is what this is about. The fact that you have okra here, which is so interesting because okra is not native to the Americas, but okra grows really well here. I just planted okra with my family. I want to say it might have been sometime last week. We're going to be planting okra. Okra is so resilient. It is so resilient. And it is so good. Oh my goodness. It is so good when you put them in like stews, when you put them in vegetable mixtures. Oh goodness. They are so good. They are so good. And they're very good for lubrication. If you catch my drift, they're good for lubrication. So okra water. This could be okra water. This could be you soaking up the sun. There's something that could be happening for you starting in summer. I'm hearing sometime it could be the very beginning stages of summer. Corn, corn, corn. There's something about corn, golden corn. The color is gold. The color is gold. All right. Now let's go ahead and see what else you have here. Look at this. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Okay. Okay. I might end up pulling a few more of tarot cards here, but the first card you have here is the World. And you also have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. And you also have the Five of Swords, White Sage. Okay. So with Pachamama, I feel like this is you stepping out. And it's so beautiful, this yellow here. I'm really being drawn to the yellow. I'm being strongly drawn to the yellow. And with this, oh, this looks like an eye. I feel like there's a part of you that has awakened or that is awakening. I just heard something about the hawk feather. You could have recently had a dream about a hawk, or you could see hawks. This is bringing me to things that are blue, like birds that are blue. So this could be the blue jay, or this could be the blue bird that you could have just recently had a dream about, or this could be you keep seeing them come into your yard. That could be significant to you. If you live in Virginia, or maybe you live in Florida, or maybe you live on the East Coast, you'll see them. And then you have Madre Earth. So this is Earth wisdom exactly. So this is you pulling from Earth wisdom, and this is also you giving offerings directly from the earth. This is giving me, I grow the food, right? I grow the corn, I grow the tobacco, I grow whatever, and then I give it as an offering. Your ancestors are asking for you to give an offering from your actual garden because they want the labor. And it's not like they want to overwork you, but they want to know that you're dedicated, that you have the courage, the confidence, the conviction, as well as the audacity and the authority to take it upon yourself, to take initiative, to do these things, and then to give what you have grown as an offering. That's what they're asking of you. Also, there's something about in the past how you may have felt defeated. They're letting you know that this is no longer room for defeat. This is not room for defeat. If anything, this is room for you to learn the lessons, for you to learn that you don't have to allow yourself to continue to be suppressed or to suppress your voice or your light because of past mistakes. Okay. The 10 of Swords in reverse here with the 5 of Swords. To me, this is energy clearing and you allowing yourself to move beyond the memories of failure. This is not where you allow yourself to sulk in failure. If anything, this is your pardon from failure. Learn from the mistakes, apply the knowledge and the wisdom, pull yourself into a divine feminine space to receive the knowledge and the wisdom, and then apply the knowledge and the wisdom into your life. Okay. Also, each and every last one of us that is here on this planet, that is here on this earth, whether it be a rock, whether it be a plant, whether it be clay, whether it be, you having a body, whether it be you, a baby, whatever else, we all contain information, and that information is the wisdom that we were born with. This is you applying the wisdom that you were born with, and you implement that into your workings, into your calling, into your purpose, into your mission. It is your mission here to apply the knowledge and the wisdom that you've gained along the way, and the wisdom that you were born with. You implement that into your life, and that's how you help to make a change. Okay, that is your reading. If you need anything from me, please feel free to visit me online over at the Saiyonan If you wish to work with me, you can do so by clicking any link that is down in the description box. I'm on Substack. I'm also on Instagram, as well as Facebook, as well as on social media at Nuna Sees. I'll make sure to leave any links that you would need down below. Thank you so much for spending time with me here today. I love you. Take care, and I'll catch you in my next video.